Alright, so I'm back. Let me finish this video. Part 2 here. Sacar, sacar. I was saying sacar like sacar la basura. Actually, let me go back here so you can see. Okay, so we have sacar la basura. First thing I'll do is I'll do saca. That's the command, right? So we take sacar, we put it in the he, she form. El, ella, saca. Okay? Saca what? Saca la basura, take out the trash. So we're going to replace la basura with one word. In this case, it's going to be la because it's feminine. It's singular. Sacar la basura. So let's take that and let's do la. So now we have saca and we have la, right? What we're going to do is we're going to combine these two into one compound word, which is basically going to say take it out. Saca la basura becomes sácala, sácala. So you see how this is the direct object plus the command. Saca is a command, la the direct object pronoun. So we have sácala. Pedir el atún. So first thing we'll do is we'll take the command pedir and we're going to make that into the he she form, which is pide. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to replace the direct object with a pronoun. So we're going to say pide, pide, pide el atún. El atún is going to change into lo. So what we're going to have is we're going to have pide lo. Poner la mesa. Well, we have the verb poner, and we're going to change poner to pon. Okay, because it's one of our irregulars over here. So pon is right here. It's one of our irregulars. And then we'll attach the direct object pronoun. Poner la what? La mesa. So we're going to put the direct object pronoun la. Pon la. Limpiar el baño. Limpiar el baño. We're going to take limpiar, our verb, and we're going to make that into a command. Limpia. And then we're going to take el baño and we're going to replace that with a direct object pronoun. It's singular, it's masculine, and we're going to do lo. So now let's take those two and put them together. We're going to say limpia lo. Barrer el piso, barrer el piso. We're going to take the verb, it's barrer, so that'll be barre. Barre what? El piso. That's singular, that's masculine, that's going to be lo. Barre lo. Lavar los platos. We have the verb lavar. We're going to say lava. We're going to say los platos. We're going to change that to the singular, the plural masculine form, which is going to be los. So we're going to say lava los. Servir la cena is going to be sirve. And then what are we serving? La cena. So sirve la. And then leer el libro. That's going to be lee. Leer what? El libro, singular, masculine, lo. So now we have the command, saca, the command, pide, pon, limpia, barre, lava, sirve, lee. So I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna slow down this time, and I want you to hear where the emphasis is on that word. Okay? So I'll start with saca, saca, saca. Okay, the emphasis is right here on this first A. I'm going to do the same thing with pide, pide, pide. Okay, the emphasis is right here on this I. Let's get down here to limpia, limpia. The emphasis is on this I. Barre, the emphasis is on the A. Lava, lava on the A. Sirve on the I, and lee on the first E. And the only reason I bring that up is because we're going to throw an accent on these emphasized syllables. So we have sácala, sácala. So to make sure that we understand that we have to keep the emphasis there, we throw an accent on top of it. And the easier way to remember that maybe is going to be to put your accent on the third to the last syllable. So we have sácala, sácala, 3 syllables. Which one's the third to the last? That A right there, sácala. Okay, pídelo, pídelo, 3 syllables. Lo is the last, de second to last, pi is the last. We're going to put an accent. an accent right there. Okay. Ponla, 2 syllables. There's no accent on this one because it's only 2 syllables. We're going to put that emphasis on the third to the last syllable, so we'll just keep that one like that. Limpialo, 3 syllables. So we say lo, limpia. Emphasis is on the third to the last syllable, which is this one right here, the limpia. Emphasis is on the third to the last syllable. Bárrelo, again, third to the last. Lávalos, sírvela, and léelo. Léelo. All right, so let me clear up one last thing, and then you'll be set for direct object pronouns with commands. Up here I told you that the direct object pronoun has to come before the verb, and then down here I told you that direct object pronoun is attached to the verb. Okay, so what's what? Here, these verbs are conjugated verbs, right? So this is a conjugated verb. Estudia is conjugated to match él. Come is conjugated to match ella. Pedimos is conjugated to match nosotros. Sirven is conjugated to match ellos, right? So in the case of a verb with a conjugated verb, we have to make sure that the direct object pronoun goes in front of that conjugated verb. So it would be él lo estudia, ella la come. Down here, we don't have conjugated verbs, we have commands. So saca, tu saca is a command. So because it's a command, we're allowed to put the direct object pronoun attached to the back of that command. When we do that, we add an accent to the third to the last syllable. Sácala. Okay, again here we have a command. Pídelo, accent on the third to the last syllable. Ponla, 2 syllables, so we don't put an accent anywhere. Límpialo, third to the last syllable, because these are commands. Okay, so the special exemption is when we have commands with direct object pronouns, then we can bring them together. Okay, let's practice this with a couple more commands that you might hear from a family member or a teacher or some other authority figure. Mow the lawn, cortar el césped. All right, so how would you hear cortar el césped? Well, the first thing you would hear is corta. Corta, that's the command right here, right? Corta. Next thing is we have to figure out what the pronoun is that's going to replace el césped. Well, el césped is singular, it's masculine. So we're going to use the lo pronoun, so we have cortalo. And because this is a command and not a conjugated verb, we attach these two together, and then we count third to the last syllable. 1, 2, 3. We put the accent right there. Okay, cortalo. Let's see. Pedir. Next thing we'll do is pedir. What are we going to pedir? We're going to pedir el café. El café. So pedir el café. Alright, so first thing we'll do is we'll take pedir and we'll change that to the he, she form. Ele, usted. Pide. Okay. What are you going to order? Vas a pedir el café. El café. So we're going to say pide lo. Okay, there's el café, there's it. We're going to put those two together, and now we have 3 syllables. A ver, 1, 2, y 3. Accent goes on third last syllable. Pídelo. Limpia el baño. Okay. Limpia el baño. So we're going to take the verb and we're going to make that into a command. Limpia. We're going to take the direct object and we're going to make that into a pronoun, lo. And we're going to bring those together and we're going to say limpialo. Okay. Practica. Practica la música. Practice your music. Alright, what are you practicing? The music. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the verb and we're going to make that into a command. Practica. And then we're going to say la música. La. Put those together. Accent on third to the last syllable. Practicala. Okay. Alright, that's it. That's direct object pronouns with commands.